Imagine this. You're enjoying a beautiful sunny day, the birds are singing and you feel great. But lurking around the corner is a silent killer, a hidden danger that could change everything in an instant. And here's the scary part, nearly half of adults worldwide are unknowingly harboring this threat, often with no warning signs at all. Welcome to Cure Orbit, where science meets hope, and today we unveil the truth about one of the world's most common and sneaky health threats, hypertension or high blood pressure. This is more than just a medical term. It's a story of resilience, a call to action, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest battles are fought silently within our own bodies. You might be wondering, what does this mean for me? Why should I care about high blood pressure? Well, the answer is simple yet profound. Knowledge is power, and understanding hypertension is the first step towards taking control. Whether you're a concerned individual, a curious learner, or a healthcare provider seeking to deepen your understanding, this episode is for you. So grab a seat, relax, and prepare to be empowered as we delve into the intricacies of hypertension, uncovering its secrets and arming you with the knowledge you need to safeguard your health and well-being. Let's start by answering a fundamental question. What actually is hypertension? In essence, hypertension means your blood pressure is consistently too high. Blood pressure refers to the force exerted by your blood as it pushes against the walls of your arteries. Picture a highway with heavy traffic. The more cars on the road, the greater the congestion, and that's much like what happens with high blood pressure. When there are too many cars, that is, too much blood volume, or the pressure becomes too high. It can cause significant wear and tear on the roads, just as hypertension can damage your arteries and organs over time. Doctors measure blood pressure with two numbers, giving us a complete picture of its force and health. Systolic pressure, the top number, represents the pressure when your heart beats and pumps out blood. Diastolic pressure, the bottom number, represents the pressure when your heart is at rest between beats. A normal blood pressure reading is considered to be below 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury, Hg. However, if your readings consistently show a systolic pressure of 140 mmHg or higher and/or diastolic pressure of 90 mmHg or higher, then you're likely dealing with hypertension. For individuals living with diabetes or kidney disease, even lower blood pressure goals of 130 over 80 mmHg may be recommended. Why should you care about these numbers? Well, because understanding them is the key to unlocking your health and well-being. By knowing where you stand, you can take proactive steps to manage your blood pressure and reduce your risk of potential complications. Hypertension is often dubbed the silent killer due to its subtle nature. It typically doesn't cause noticeable symptoms, which can make it tricky to detect. Many individuals with hypertension are unaware of their condition until it leads to more serious issues such as a heart attack, stroke, or kidney disease. That's why regular checkups and monitoring your blood pressure are crucial, especially if you have risk factors such as a family history of hypertension, diabetes, obesity, or history of smoking. Remember, knowledge is the first step towards taking control. By familiarizing yourself with your blood pressure readings and understanding what they mean, you can proactively manage your health and make informed lifestyle choices. But why exactly is hypertension so dangerous? Uncontrolled hypertension can lead to some potentially life-threatening consequences. It can damage the walls of your arteries, making them more rigid and less elastic. This can increase the risk of plaque buildup, leading to a condition called atherosclerosis, which narrows the arteries and restricts blood flow. Atherosclerosis can lead to heart attack, stroke, or other cardiovascular diseases. Furthermore, hypertension can put a strain on the heart, causing it to work harder than necessary. Over time, this extra strain can lead to heart failure, a condition where the heart becomes too weak or inefficient to pump blood properly. Additionally, high blood pressure can damage the delicate filters in your kidneys, affecting their ability to remove waste and excess fluids from your body. This can result in kidney disease or even kidney failure. Moreover, hypertension can also cause damage to the eyes, potentially leading to vision loss. It can affect the blood vessels in the retina, impairing vision and even causing blindness if left untreated. Overall, hypertension can significantly impact various organ systems, highlighting the importance of keeping blood pressure within a healthy range. So now that we know what hypertension is and why it's important to take seriously, let's move on to understanding its causes. Hypertension often develops gradually and can be influenced by a combination of factors. One major contributor is your diet, particularly a diet high in sodium, saturated fats, and trans fats. Consuming excessive amounts of sodium can cause your body to retain water, increasing the volume of blood and putting pressure on artery walls. Similarly, a diet rich in saturated and trans fats can contribute to plaque buildup, further narrowing the arteries and elevating blood pressure. Another significant factor is physical inactivity. A sedentary lifestyle can lead to stiffness in the arteries, making it harder for blood to flow through them, thus increasing pressure. On the other hand, maintaining a healthy weight through a balanced diet and regular exercise can keep your blood pressure in check. If you're looking for inspiration and guidance, consider adopting a heart-healthy diet such as the DASH diet or the Mediterranean diet, both of which have been shown to have beneficial effects on blood pressure levels. Another major cause is chronic stress. Prolonged exposure to stress hormones can constrict your arteries, temporarily raising your blood pressure. While acute stress responses are normal, chronic stress can have detrimental effects on your overall health, including hypertension. In fact, many essential oils like lavender and chamomile are known for their relaxing properties, helping to alleviate anxiety and promote calmness. Genetics also plays a vital role. If you have a family history of hypertension, you may be predisposed to the condition, emphasizing the importance of preventive measures and regular checkups. Additionally, certain underlying conditions like kidney disease, diabetes, or sleep apnea can also contribute to hypertension, underscoring the need for comprehensive health management. By understanding the various contributing factors, you can take proactive steps to mitigate risks and make positive lifestyle changes to maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Now let's talk about the silent killer's sneaky ways of hiding. Most of the time, especially in the early stages, hypertension doesn't give away its presence with noticeable symptoms. That's why it's often referred to as the silent killer. Many individuals go about their daily lives completely unaware that their blood pressure is higher than it should be. However, when blood pressure reaches dangerously high levels, some clues might surface. These can include frequent headaches, especially in the morning, dizziness or lightheadedness, blurred vision, chest pain or discomfort, shortness of breath, persistent fatigue or confusion, and irregular heartbeat or tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. However, it's important to note that these symptoms are not exclusive to hypertension and can be indicators of other conditions as well. That's why regular blood pressure monitoring, especially for those at risk, is crucial for early detection and management. Alright, now that we've explored the causes and symptoms of hypertension, it's time to dive into the diagnosis. Detecting hypertension is relatively straightforward thanks to the simplicity and accessibility of blood pressure measurement tools. Typically, a healthcare professional will use a blood pressure cuff to measure both your systolic and diastolic blood pressure. These devices are widely available in clinics, hospitals, and some home settings. During the measurement process, a cuff is placed around your arm and an inflatable bladder inside the cuff is used to compress your artery, temporarily blocking blood flow. As the bladder deflates, it allows blood to flow back into the artery, creating a sound wave. By listening to the sounds with a stethoscope, healthcare providers can determine the blood pressure at which the artery is no longer compressed. Once the measurement is complete, the recorded numbers, typically expressed in millimeters of mercury, are compared to established guidelines to determine whether hypertension is present. It is important to note that multiple readings taken at different times may be necessary to confirm a diagnosis, since blood pressure can fluctuate naturally. Now let's discuss the effective treatment options available for hypertension. When it comes to managing hypertension, a multifaceted approach that combines lifestyle modifications and medication is often recommended. Lifestyle changes are usually the first line of defense and may include adopting a balanced, low-sodium diet, engaging in regular physical activity, maintaining a healthy weight, quitting smoking, and limiting alcohol intake. These changes can have a significant impact on blood pressure levels and overall health. Medication, on the other hand, is often prescribed when lifestyle changes alone are not enough to achieve the desired blood pressure targets. Various types of blood pressure medications are available, such as ACE inhibitors, angiotensin receptor blockers, calcium channel blockers, and diuretics, each working in a different way to lower blood pressure. It's important to consult with a healthcare professional who can provide personalized guidance, monitor progress, and adjust treatment plans as needed to ensure effective management of hypertension. Hypertension doesn't have to define you. Take control with these easy steps. First, eat smart. Focus on filling your plate with more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Second, stay active. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Third, maintain a healthy weight. Losing even a small amount of excess weight can make a big difference. Fourth, quit smoking. If you smoke, quit. It's one of the best things you can do for your heart health. Fifth, limit alcohol consumption. Excessive alcohol intake can worsen blood pressure. And sixth, manage stress. Practice relaxation techniques, hobbies, or seek support to help manage stress effectively. Remember, hypertension is a journey, not a destination. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to better health and well-being. We hope this episode has been informative and empowering. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with friends and subscribe to stay updated with our latest health insights. Together, we can conquer the silent killer and pave the way for a healthier tomorrow. Stay strong, stay positive, and keep fighting for your heart health. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Cure Orbit. Until next time, take care and remember, hope beats on.